Okay, I got a lot of it built up in 3D modeling. Pretty much, I think this is what you had like in the kitchen, refrigerator, about a 2-foot space, stove, and then cabinets. I couldn't quite tell on your drawing what you had, though I could see the kitchen sink. I didn't know this kind of configuration. Basically, you just kind of need to know for the framing where your stove's at, where your refrigerator's at, and even that you don't even know, because what you'll do is you'll get all these walls framed up. The walls are what's important. You get them all framed up, and then you'll probably meet with your cabinet guy and lay it all out on the floor so that your electrician knows exactly where that stove's going and that's going, and your plumber knows exactly where the sink's going. So we don't have to nail down much better than that right there. Rough for right now, but still I want to get it right. There's your little freezer. I'm more concerned with the windows, because I could not read your windows very well at all on that print, or at least mine version of. So to show you what I got here, I went a 4.0. It looked to me like most of your windows were 4.0. So it's a here I put a 4.0, 4.0, and then it looked like when your narrow ones were oh, this one I think was 2 foot. It looked like your narrow ones all looked like 2 foot, and I wasn't sure. I could not read the depth of them, so I think I made them 4 foot. And here again I had kind of a hard time, but your French door looked like it was 6 foot, and then these sides looked like they were 2 foot apiece, and I made those in depth just for what I thought looked a little more aesthetic. I think I made these deeper. Yeah, I made these 5 foot deep. So and there again, all the windows, they look like 2 foot. This one I kind of went on my own, what I thought would work in a bathroom. I think you're going to want obscure. I went 30 inches by 3 feet. You could make it whatever you want, but then I made this one it didn't seem like it wanted to be a full 4 foot, 4 by 4, so I made it 3 over the toilet. This one I made it 4 by 4. It's a little unusual to have two. This one, you had 2 in this wall, but that didn't work because of the fireplace here, which we need to talk about. You need to let me know what size you want the fireplace. But even again, that's not important really exactly what the size is, because at the framing stage, you're going to walk through with your framer, and by that time you'll have the exact model picked out. You'll give him the instructions, and he'll build it at that time. So much more than that, I don't really need at this point. You had a window here which I can put back in. It looked like a 2 foot window, just kind of centered, but what windows can do in a small bedroom is just take up wall space. But if you prefer to have 2 windows, that's fine. This one, of course, only has 1. Most of your bedrooms just have 1 window. Your office has 1. These all looked again like they looked like 4 footers, so I made them 4 by 4. And then I made this one 5 foot. It just seemed to go better there. And then this one was, again, I made it 30 wide and 3 feet deep. Again, you had one next to your door here, so I just made what I thought looked good, and I think I made it 16 by 5. That's kind of a standard size. 4 by 4. They look like a 2 by 4. I didn't know if you wanted that one for the front of the look here. I did move the garage door over, just kind of thinking that you'd said something about that, but thinking there's going to be kind of a hallway for this person here. At least that much of it, so you might as well get the car away from that. And I didn't know if I gave it approximately about 6 feet, I believe it was, and in between I believe I gave them 3 feet. I don't know, again, I don't know if you want more. I made them 9 foot wide by 8 foot tall. That's something you can get a pickup in. And then again 2 by 5. I think I make these 5 foot deep. Yeah. And again 9 by 8, 4 by 4, and 4 by 4. Let's see, inside, I think it all works. You know, this is basically almost exactly what you had drawn. I can't think of really much changes. You're still, you know, you can, especially if you're going to go with freestanding claw tub, which I tried to kind of make, but you can probably do something like that, or maybe turn. I made this, and we never really talked about what kind of shower you wanted, which all I really need to do is just place the shower. If you're going to do a preformed, you know, I just made it about 3 foot, which is about all you're kind of tight in here still. Even if you turn that thing, you know, you got to kind of figure it's about 3 foot wide, and if that's 3 foot wide, then I guess you'd still have 4 feet between, but you wouldn't want to go much bigger. I did kind of put a linen tower there, cabinet thing that you might make. They can make pretty cool stuff that way with cabinets, and they don't take up much space, but you don't have